where there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work first. Dante Moore, he threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing more. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, that's a great play by the defense, and that's one the quarterback obviously wishes he had back. I think sometimes as a QB, your success from the previous game can carry over, and it forces you to be a little bit reckless, right, David? I mean, he had a big one last time out. He's looking early in this game on the first drive to get a big chunk play right out of the gate, but he throws that one into coverage, and the defense makes him pay for it.
Well, and how about talking to this defense before this game? They talked about, can they make something good happen early? If they could, maybe they could rattle him a little bit. Everything went well for him last week, and so good job by this defense striking early. Hopefully it'll develop some confidence with this D and maybe a little bit of hesitation with the QB.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Back to pass, it's Hauser. Got his man on the outside. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Using his legs, it's Davison. Sports across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Might be changing the route. Here's Moore to throw. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Running inside. It's Hill. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, that those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having Moore come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore makes a catch. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul,
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. And the Ducks have it with a first and goal. The run inside. It's Davison. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. The short hands, it's Valentine. Powers through the defender. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much.
He's got it on the outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And into the end zone. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. First quarter in the books. Let's see how these two wide receivers are stacking up so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Dante Moore. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes a grab deep. Lots of running room. He's at touchdown, Oregon. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Kick is in the air. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Moore. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Delivers the stiff arm. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Moore will throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Hill. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Hill. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, right?
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win.
Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a 1st and goal after the pick. Quarterback making checks. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Using his legs, it's Davison. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Third touchdown of the game, a third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Motion from the wideout. The give. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Oregon. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the jets, making the big play.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Now the Illini calling a timeout, their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Caught in the backfield, it's Valentine. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab down the left side. They'll get him out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and that is just what the doctor ordered for this offense. Back to throw, it's Pauser. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. From the gun. Takes the easy completion. Timeout taken here by the Illini, and that is their 3rd. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Dumps it off in the flats. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets.
Number 81. Set to kick this one away.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Let it go.
Looking for room. It's Davison. Breaks into the open. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 16 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Hawkeyes in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Now over to your game in Champaign.
And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Illinois head coach told me at the half their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. That's caught. It's Clement. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davison. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pulls it in. It's Davison. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Moore, play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dante Moore. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moore to the air. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Ducks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the ball comes to rest right there.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football.
Oh, he's got some space. There to make the stop, and boy, does he love to try that spin move. Only got him 6 that time.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4 wide out set. Here's more to throw. Pocket breaking down. Buying some time. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Ducks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Valentine. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Back to throw, it's Boyd. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The run inside. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Might have a chance. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Moore. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After losing track of the play clock, better keep an eye on it this time. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Boyd. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Number 81 in formation to kick it away.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.